Okay, this is a tutorial video on how to use the budget template. So the first thing you want to do is go File, Make Copy, and then you want to put in your copy, and then you want to work from that copy and not use the template. But I'll just show in the template because it takes a minute to make the copy. So the green is where you make entries. The yellow is where formulas are placed. The contractor rates can be put in here. The tasks and phases can be put in here, and the hours for each contractor. And then also you can fill out your invoiced and actuals here. Then we have this sheet here. These are just labels. You can change them if you want. This is where you put in the contractor name. So say we have Fraser, and then say we don't want contractor 4 and 5. And you can change the names of these as well. This is just a placeholder for the total month, so the actual total name comes from the invoiced month column as well. So you don't need to update the total month column. But if you wanted to put, say, invoiced January, for example. Okay, that doesn't work. That's fine. So then you can put in tasks. Hours. We have the hours remaining column here. For some reason, the percent effort column has been deleted. Oh, just in the first couple rows. Drag it up, see if that works. But you can see if we go over, and then we also have the Gantt here. So the only thing you need to put in here is the start date and end date. Everything else is pulled from the other sheets. So if we go here and say, and then put another one. And then you'll see that gets updated to the Gantt chart here. And if you want to change the dates, that automatically changes in these 3 columns over here, and also changes on the Gantt chart. So the one thing with the show hide is it can be finicky. So you can reset the whole thing with these checkboxes. And you don't really want to use the all checkboxes at the top. It's better to click individually. It seems to work better that way. I'm not sure why exactly, but I think it's because this functionality might be a little bit advanced for Google Sheets, but it does seem to be working properly. As you can see, the first 3 months and contractors 4 and 5 are gone now. Well, everything after 9 is gone too. But if you're missing stuff, you can always do this, unhide, boom. That's kind of strange, but I can just check and uncheck these, see if that hides it now. So that did get rid of the other contractors. So sometimes you have to play around with it a little bit like that, but it does seem to be working overall. One other thing to mention is if you go to extensions and app scripts, this is where you will find all the scripts that I wrote. This was just to fill out the main sheet, and then this is for the checkbox logic, and this is for the showing and hiding of the sheet. So you can find it here, and then this is where you can also add permissions, because sometimes it won't work if you don't add the permissions. I'm not exactly sure where you do that. I think what you can do is run it, and then if it doesn't have the permissions, it'll ask you to add permissions. So you will need to add the permissions probably to work with the functions of the budget sheet. So the final thing you need to do when you start a new project is just click on add trigger. Then you choose show hide. That's the show hide function. You can leave these two as head and from spreadsheet. And then you click on edit, and then you click save, and that will allow the show hide script to trigger every time that you make any changes on the sheet.